Hello friends, welcome to my channel No IT Free Knowledge for Everyone. Today in this video tutorial, I am going to show you how you can upgrade your process maker from version 3.1 to 3.2 on Ubuntu server. Now in my previous video tutorial, I have shown you how you can install the process maker version 3.2. Now that comes with the version 3.2 with the many new features. Some of the feature is like uh, gadgets for the reporting, then connection libraries, service task, and lot of others. So you can go their feature list by just googling on the process maker new features version 3.2, and then you can find the more detail. So my this tutorial is on about how we can upgrade the process maker from 3.1 to 3.2. I'm using the community one version, which is open source. The same process is for enterprise editions. However, there is only one difference, that in enterprise editions at the end of the upgradations you need to activate the license for your new version. So let's start. The first step is backing up process maker. So this is basically to secure our process maker setup in case something happened wrong with our upgradations, right? So before upgrading, always make a complete backup of directory where the process maker is installed, and by default is installed in the directory /op/process maker. Your process maker may have a different path, so please change your path according to your process maker installation path, right? So let me check for my process maker installation path. So I'm just typing a command ls/op/ls/ and then press enter. So my installation directory is the default one, which is a /op/process maker. So the first step is that make an archive of this process maker installation directory using the tar command, which is located at op process maker. So I just use the command sudo tar czf, and I give a file name like process maker backup dot z dot tar dot zz/opt/plc process maker. Then put your admin password. And just for a few minutes, just wait for a few seconds. Okay, so let's check. Yes, clear this screen and let's minus L. So this is our process maker root. This is our process maker backup file. So the first step we have completed. Now make a backup copy of entire MySQL database using the MySQL dump command. Okay. Now if you have the process maker 2.8 and later, so in process maker 2.8 and later each workspace uses single database. To back up just the database, use the process maker 2.8 plus workspace. You need to use the command just clear this screen, MySQL dump, then username, then /-p, so it will ask you for the password, -capital F -x dash database. So my default database is workflow underscore wf underscore work follow, and then slash uh, my SQL database underscore backup dot SQL. Okay, so it's basically my mistake, typing mistake. It is not database, it is a databases. And then type, enter your password, MySQL password. So it's take a few seconds or minute, depend on how bigger you have your database. So that's it. We have also taken our database backup. So this is my Processmaker backup, and this is my database backup. Right. Now step 2, updating the content table. If you upgrading Processmaker 3.0x to 3.2, so it is necessary to run the following query in the Processmaker database that will be upgraded. So this is the whole query you need to run basically if you are upgrading directly from 3.0x to 3.2. However, in my case or in our case, we are upgrading for 3.1 to 3.2, so we don't need to run this command. So now next move on the so let's move on the next command. Now the step third is upgrading the source code. Now follow this step below to install the new Processmaker source code, overriding the old source code. So first we need to go to Processmaker SourceForge page and download the Processmaker 3.2 tar.zip file zz file from the link given below. So I'm just fire up my I'm just copying this link. This is https colon // sourceforge.net /project /processmaker /files /latest /download. So I'm just selecting this file and then copy and fire up my web browser. It just take a few minutes to checking my add-ons for compatibility with the version of my Firefox. So let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, it's done, and this is my Mozilla Firefox. Just paste that link, hit the enter button. Okay, the proxy server is refusing the connection. Okay, so go to the preferences, advanced setting. Okay, let me check my proxy, clear my proxy settings, and then try again. Yep. So this is the page from where we need to download the Processmaker latest version. So it's take a couple of seconds to start the download. Okay, and then I'm gonna do save this file. This is about 56 MB, and then click OK. and this will take a few seconds to download it. So just wait for a few more seconds. So 21 second is now left, 48 seconds left. Okay, so our download is completed. Now just open the folder where this file is downloaded. I'm just minimizing this explore window. So this is my Processmaker 3.2.1 community version, which is downloaded into my download folder. So okay, now I'm going to close that. Now I need to switch my current directory into download folder. Clear my screen unless. So this is my Processmaker 3.2.1 community tar. Now, in the next step is that we need to decompress our Processmaker's this download file and override the existing Processmaker directory, which is founded at opt/processmaker. So now log in as the root users, then use the tar command to override the existing installation of Processmaker, or we can use the sudo command as well as with the dash override options to replace the existing file with the -p option to preserve the permission of the existing file, and use the -c option to specify the parent directory where the Processmaker directory is located. So for example, to upgrade an installation of Processmaker, locate at /opt/processmaker with the file root processmaker this tar/override/p star dash override -p capital C /opt dash space dash xvzf /root/processmaker 3.2 tar.gz. So now my Processmaker's download file is in the location is /home/admin downloads. So what I'm gonna do is a sudo tar then override, which override the file, and -p will preserve the permissions, and -c option to specify the parent directory where the Processmaker directory is installed /opt xvzf, and I just need to give my Processmaker file name. That's it. Now press hit and then hit the enter button. Okay, so let's do this. Sudo -i. So I am now logging with the root account. Now let's try this command. Now let's try this command tar override -p /opt x bzf /home /administrator, then downloads, then processing. Right. So it is now upgrading my source code. Now, if sometime if the Processmaker directory is a name Processmaker, then temporarily rename it to as a Processmaker, so it will be correctly override when the tar dot zz file is decompressed. Then rename it back to its original name. This will take a few minutes. Okay, it's done. Now the next command is we need to do, then we should do following command so that Processmaker can access the necessary file when running by the Apache server. So cd slash opt slash Processmaker, then chmod dash capital R 770 set recursively shared workflow dash public HTML and share folder workflow underscore public HTML, then Gulliver JS, and then Gulliver third party HTML to PS PDF cache. Okay, then cd workflow engine, and then use the command chmod capital R 770 config content languages plugins XML forms JS labels. Yeah. Now finally change the owner of the Processmaker file to the user who runs Apache. So this user depend on your distributions. In Debian and Ubuntu, this is www-data. So ch on minus r capital R www dash data colon www dash data opt / Processmaker. Okay, now clear this screen. I'll just let it be. Okay, now the step 4 is modifying the my.cnf file. Now in that bin log format in MySQL 5.5x or greater. So to avoid the problem running triggered on MySQL 5.5 or greater, it should log by rows instead of by statements, which is by default. So we need to edit MySQL configuration file, which is name my.cnf file in Linux or Unix or my.ini in Windows. This will depend on the operating system. So make sure that the following line of pair in MySQL configuration file is bin log underscore format is equal to row. So let's check that. So first I need to locate my.cnf. Okay, so here is the my.cnf. So nano etc mysql / my.cnf. Okay, and then we have bin log underscore format is equal to row. What is that? Let's check it. Cat etc alternatives my.cnf. That also has. Okay, so this is done. Now let's move ahead. Now we need to upgrade the workspace. So after upgrading the process maker source codes, now use the process maker upgrade command so that the all workspace are also upgraded to the new version. So now we need to go to the process maker installation directory and run the process maker upgrade command from the command line. Log in as a root and then go to the process maker directory. So cd slash opt slash process maker, and here I need to type dot forward slash process maker upgrade. Integrated, do you want to continue with this? Checking the file integrity, check it is not found, integrity check is not possible. Where do you want to continue with the upgradation? We say yes. Okay, so now it is updating my workflow and database. So this the time to taking upgradation is depend on how big a database or how many workspace you have on your process maker. So my previous installation has one default one, and I don't have a very huge database or not many workspaces. I was using the default one, so it is taking not that much time. And it is updating MAFE translations and process making in .po. So here you see the message, upgrade is successful. That's it. Okay, now let's move to the step 6, which is changing the Apache configuration. Now Process Maker 3.2 has a different virtual host configuration in Apache than in version 2.8x and earlier. Please take note that the upgrade process doesn't update the virtual host configurations automatically if upgrading to the Process Maker 3.2 and later. It is necessary to change the virtual host configuration for Process Maker manually. To change the configuration, edit the pmos.config file where the Process Maker virtual host is defined. The pms.config location depend on your operating system. In Red Hat CentOS and Fedora, it is an etc http dconfig.dpmos.config. On Debian and Ubuntu, it's etc slash apache2 slash sites available slash poms.config. So our distribution is Ubuntu, so we need to go there, cd slash etc apache2 slash sites dash available dash pms.config. Oh, sorry, site available ls. So this is our file pms.config. Now we need to edit this nano at pmos.config. If you don't have nano on your distribution, you can use vi, whatever is which applications you feel more comfortable you can use. I generally use nano. So then press enter. Now if you see the virtual host, now here you need to put your IP addresses. Okay, so mine is already is there, but you need to change your IP address here. Then server name, you have to your process maker domain. Okay, so there's only two things you need to change in your virtual host. Now the final step is, so my IP is 192.68.1.28. So let's confirm it by opening the new terminal. I'm just confirm my IP address by issuing a command ipconfig, and yes, it is 192.68.19.1.28. So make sure you have your IP addresses there. as per your system IP addresses, and the server name, either you can put 122.1, this is a local host, or your process maker domain. Like if you have a process.example.com, so you give here a domain name process.example.com. Okay, now save this changes. Since we did not make any changes, so just exit from that file. Now restart the Apache server. So service httpd restart. Oh, sorry. Okay, so my Apache is now restart. Now the step 7 is upgrading the database. Now, so in case of restoring the database or workspace backup from different server, make sure this shares slash shared slash site slash workspace db.php file contain is properly defined to work in the new workspace server. After upgrading the process maker source code, the MySQL database used by process maker need to be upgraded as well. So run the process maker database upgrade command from the command line with the name of the workspaces, including included at the end. Execute the command for each workspaces of the process maker installation. So so what does that basically mean? That you need to run the database upgradation in process maker for every workspace you have created. So mine is default workflow, so I'm just going to run this one. If you have 2 or 3 workspace, like example, um, like you have a uh, workspace, like an example we can take, like you have XYZ and ABC, so you need to run the 3 times for that. One upgradation, database upgradation for every workspace. So I just go to my opt/process maker directory and then run dot/process maker database dash upgrade workflow. This is my only one workspace in the process maker. That's the database workflow. Okay, so here is my mistake. Is not this. This is WRK workflow. Now hit enter. So now it is upgrading my workflow. Okay, that's done. So I'm sorry, my mistake was I mistyped workflow word. So be making sure that you correctly type your workflow name here. Now run the process maker flush cache command after the unifications of the database, right? So slash proc process maker maker fl flash dash chch cache. Done. Okay, so after process maker dash after using the process maker flash dash cache, we have almost done our upgrading of the process maker. Now let's see that the process maker our process maker is upgrading to the new version or not, and it's working perfectly or not. So I'm just opening a new tab, type my IP address. So let's check my IP address, ipconfig. It's a 192.168.28. Copy my IP address and then hit enter. Okay, so here is my Processmaker login screen. Let's type your username and password. And then hit on login button. Okay, so now go to the admin pane. Then click on the system info, and here you can see now we have upgraded our Processmaker for version 3.1 to 3.2.1 community. Confirm. So that's it. We have successfully upgraded our Processmaker community version. Now in enterprise version, you need a more additionally 2-3 step. One, the step is that you need to migrate all your new cases to the new one, and then you can also need to upgraded the cases folder. And then the last thing you need to do in the enterprise version is activate your Processmaker. The activating the Processmaker step is very simple. When you have a login screen, then you get a enter the license code. Just put the license code, validate it, activated it, and once this active your license code is activated, it shows that your license code is successfully activated. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, please write into the comment section, and there are the comment sections, and I will try to give the answer all of your questions and answers. And please do subscribe my channel, and I will also come up with a new tutorial on the Processmaker where we explore more functions and how the Processmaker is work. Okay, the last thing I want to show you that I don't know, somehow when I add, when I add this line binlog format row into my.cnfa, my SQL server is getting some fatal error. So what I did, I removed this line from my.cnf file. So I think without adding this line into my.cnf file, um, the upgradation will work fine. So if you ask me, you can skip the step 4. Okay, then you can from step 4, so you can directly jump to the step 5, right? Okay, so let me show you one, make it clear. Cat etc mysql my.cnf, so there is a no binlog underscore format row, right? Okay, I don't know why I got the error. I will try to find out that why I got a fatal error, but if I got any solution of that, then I will post it into my comment sections. But I have to remove that line, and after removing that line, my Processmakers work perfectly. There's no issue. So okay, so goodbye, have a nice day. Thank you for watching this video tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe.